Hello, welcome back to Cottage Designs by Erin, where tomorrow is June 1st. That means we have completed 6 months of projects on this channel. So I thought now would be a good time to do a little review of everything that we have made. So starting in January, we completed the Drunkard's Path curved piecing quilt. And this is that finished product. It's pink, purple, and red. I thought it might be helpful to film this outside so you could see the true colors. I had this professionally quilted and bound, and then of course I sewed a Lori Holt quilt label on the back of it and showed you how to do that. So that was in January. The name of this video is Curved Piecing, and it was from September 5th to 22, but we finished it this year because there was a lot of piecing on this quilt, and I'd work on it for a while and then I'd put it away. Okay, next in February, we did a video called How to Upcycle Old Linens Part 2. And this is where the infamous kitty pillow came in. I still have not stuffed it and sewn the buttons on, but I hope to do that in the coming months over the summer to finish it out. After that, we made a video called How to Sew a Handkerchief Pillow. And that was completed in February 4th of this year. And so this is that completed project, and it's a darling pillow made out of a handkerchief that has sewing implements on it, such as an iron, sewing machine, scissors, and I actually keep this on my bed because I'm fond of the colors. After that, we completed a butterfly quilt made out of handkerchiefs. And I do not have that back from the quilters yet. So it is still at the Long Arm Quilters, and that's my fault because I didn't provide the quilter with enough backing material. She was a little bit short. So since I had to order more material to finish the quilt, she still has it. Okay, that brings us to March. In March, we did a blue and white quilt that was made out of two 18-inch embroidered blocks. This has been professionally quilted. Here is that finished product. Okay, and it's got a beautiful piano key border on the inside edge of the quilt. I'm very happy with how this turned out. This is my daughter's Mother's Day present, and I showed you how to sew on the Lori Holt quilt label on the back of this quilt as well. This is a twin size quilt. So the name of that video is Sew a Twin Using 18-inch Blocks. Also in March, we finished a Jack Dempsey embroidered quilt. And Jack Dempsey is the name of the company that made this quilt pattern. And then you have to actually finish it by adding your own embroidery stitches. I shared that with you, and I showed you how to take the flat muslin piece that comes in the package and that's very plain and make it look like this. So that video is how to embroider a quilt. Okay, that was back in March. I also showed you around that same time how to make an 18-inch doll dress that represents a 1904 walking dress, and that video was uploaded in March. I sold one of these and I have 2 left. Next, we did the Crabapple Hill Little Blue Truck project, and I still have not finished this. The reason being is I ran into problems when I started making the piece blocks that go around it. I was not happy with the fabric choices that I had because none of it coordinated, and so I'm actually going to use Lori Holt's fabric to finish the piece blocks so that I can then finish this out and have it quilted. Okay, In April, I did a video on how to sew a baby bonnet. And this particular bonnet is made from an upcycled vintage tablecloth. There's the back of it. There's the front. The lining is made from the same fabric that I used to make the kitty pillow with. I made this for my granddaughter Grace. She wore it for 3 weeks and then she outgrew it. I also made 2 little pale blue bonnets. One I gave away as a gift and one I donated after Grace wore it. Okay. In April, we also did the teapot quilt, which was this project. It's wrinkled because I've had it folded up, but I need to iron it, press it, and put it back up. This was made on a video called Embroidery Wall Hanging using vintage Aunt Martha transfers. So that's that project. Okay, then we made a baby sunsuit. That was also in April. In May, I'm sorry, at the end of April, I made a video called Save This Child's Apron With Me. And that was a vintage apron that I made Grace. It currently hangs on a hook in her home, and so I don't have that here to show you. Okay, and then we finished out the 6 months with, well, first we had embroidered blocks. Let me show you those. I made a video in May showing you how to embroider vintage quilt blocks using just 4 basic stitches: cross stitch, lazy daisy, back stitch, and French knot. And so here's one of those blocks. I have this one finished and the second one's partially complete. And then I'm trying to decide which fabric I want to use to piece the blocks together. Our last project of the last few months was the Lori Holt Canning Quilt project, which is this project right here. It is going to be professionally quilted and bound by a lady from my quilt guild, and then when I get it back, and I'll show you the finished project. So if I counted correctly, we finished 15 projects in 6 months. You can look under click on my videos, and you can either click on popular and see the most popular videos that had the most likes and the most responses, or you can go all the way through my video list and see all of these videos from start to finish. Please stay with me in the next 6 months to see what we will be working on. I have some new ideas, and also like and subscribe. Thank you.